Hey everybody, it's Mike TV, and this is day 29 of the 40 shows in 40 days. But this will eventually be called Mike TV Live, and I'm going to do this 5 days a week. It's going to be Sunday through Thursday, so that way I can do a daytime show on Sunday and make sure that all of my fans in Europe and abroad get a chance to see it at a time that's a little bit more convenient for them. But all right, so as I was saying earlier in the pre-show, I actually had a long night with Katie and our neighbors, and I was sitting in a ton of cigarette smoke all evening, and my voice is just wrecked. So out of not trying to do even more damage to my voice, I chose a set list that I think is going to be a little bit more or a little bit less taxing. Then for some reason I have a tendency to write songs in my really upper register, and unfortunately those songs also kind of tear my voice up when it's been smoke damaged. So here, without any further ado, I'm gonna get up and running with these songs, and we'll chat as we go. Down I dig myself a little deeper than before. I'm digging deeper than I've ever been. So much deeper, I am sure I'm going down. I'm digging down. I'm going down. Down past all the skeletons that once had things to say. I'm going deeper than the deepest bones. I'm digging past their graves. I'm going down. I'm digging down, I'm going down. I'm so deep, no one can follow me. Oh, the sights I'd see if only I could see. There I go, into the deep. There I go, into the deep. There I go, there I go. Down I dig even deeper still. I don't know where I am. I'm digging deeper than I've ever been, as deep as any man has ever gone. I must stay strong. I'm going down. I'm so deep, no one can follow me. Oh, the sights I'd see if only I could see. There I go, into the deep. There I go, into the deep. There I go, there I go. There will be such a celebration if I make it home alive. 'Cause home, well, home is where the heart is, and my heart has surely died. Yeah, it has died. Oh, it is dead. Down I dig myself a little deeper. I must go. I am digging now, because digging is the only thing I know. I'm going down. I'm digging down. I'm going down. I'm digging down. I'm going down. I'm digging down into the deep. Wait, what was I gonna say? So Kim Wolf, I promised you I would write in response to your Facebook message that you sent me, and I haven't yet. I'm so sorry about that. I will as soon as I'm done with the show. I just don't want you to know that I didn't forget about it. Let me see. What? Oh yeah, okay. Here. So this is another one. This is another one that's pretty easy in my voice. So this is from our very first album, So I've Ruined Your Life. She bled on the mattress that first night at my studio. I panicked, but she said, baby, don't you know The blood is much thicker than water. I nodded, but I don't think I got her. 3 weeks later, she moved into my studio. All she brought was a stereo, a broken stereo, and a picture of me that she put at her bedside. I'm a lecher, she's a cheater. I let her cut me, she likes to let me beat her. I'm a fucker, she's a screamer. I may be tougher, but she's definitely meaner. With all of our love, with all of her spite, we go to the mattress. With all of our love, with all of her spite, we go to the mattress. As I slept, she burned me so I broke her collarbone. She ran to the neighbors, but he wasn't home. So she hitched to the clinic, but they wouldn't accept her. So she called me to get her. Love, she said, is a force that draws me to you. I said, sugar, I want to believe that's true. She said, lover, you can trust me forever, 'cause we're just getting better. I'm a lecher, she's a cheater. I let her cut me, she likes to let me beat her. I'm a fucker, she's a screamer. I may be tougher, but she's definitely meaner. With all of our love, with all of her spite, we go to the mattress. With all of our love, with all of her spite, we go to the mattress. I never knew she could be so cruel. I never knew she could seem so beautiful to me. I never meant to hurt her at all. Push came to shove and she was falling down. I'm a lecher, she's a cheater. I let her cut me, she likes to let me beat her. I'm a fucker, she's a screamer. I may be tougher, but she's definitely meaner. With all of our love, with all of her spite, we go to the mattress. With all of our love, with all of her spite, we go to the mattress. Yeah, it's really funny. I think about that song because that's an old song, and I think that's the second song so I was involved in sort of a really amazing little rock and roll scene on the east side of Los Angeles, based out of a place called Mr. T's Bowl, and it eventually flourished into. There were hundreds of bands. There were about 60 core bands on in my little docket, like my little register of bands that I had play all the time. And then there was sort of another scene that kind of grew up, and we cross pollinated with each other, bands and what have you. And that was a Kiss or Kill scene, but anyway, so and it was a lot of fun and what have you. But I was sort of digressing, but. In the early days, before these scenes kind of got up and running, it was oftentimes me just hanging out with some musician friends of mine, and we would mostly what would happen was we would get together, we'd break out the guitars, and we would get high on whatever drugs were available. And we'd get high, and we'd just play music and sing songs and pass the guitar around. We'd just pass the acoustic guitar around, and we would all sing like each other's songs, and no one sang to mine. And the first song that I wrote where they started singing along to it was "The Girl Is Sleeping," and I'm like, that's awesome. But the thing is so then after that they started singing along to other songs eventually, like the Fire Truck song VKFD, but Go to the Mattress was the first song that I ever played where people were like, man, that's a fucking great tune, like that's a really great tune. And it was like the first time where I would play it live, and at places where people would hear the lyrics, and they'd walk up and be like, "Do you have that song recorded?" So anyway, so it was the first time where I really felt like, hey, maybe we do have a shot at doing something with this band, because it really did take me a couple of years just to get to the point where I was writing songs where people were where they were resonating with people. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go on to the next one. This is another song that was written in that same era. It's called MCA, which stands for the Music Corporation of America, where I worked as a development executive for Universal Cartoon Studios and Universal Family Entertainment. And when I segued out of that life and I started pursuing rock and roll, I I wrote this song. I wrote this song because the thing is like, because at that point in time, my life could have gone two different directions. I could have stayed in film and TV and had a very successful career. Because I put as much work into that as I do into my music. You know, like I was effectively a workaholic at that point in time. But it wasn't doing it for me. Like there was just too much prevarication and too much like silliness, and so I started migrating towards music, which I felt was a little bit more pure, and I wrote this song. He's got a starched white shirt and a double Windsor knot in his tie. The stereo's squawking and the traffic's not moving on the 405. He pulls up to his office and he checks a watch and it's 9:15. He works a day through and then he returns to his loving wife. I got an old t-shirt and a dirty pair of jeans and a brand new song. I don't got money, don't got a girl, and don't got a job. I don't know why, I don't really mind, but I don't care at all. Maybe it's because, baby, I got a brand new song. It's all that I need to get me by, is a new melody. And I'm alright, my friend, to sing another tune. Sitting here alone in my room, passing the time, playing my songs. Nothing is wrong. I made my choice, I broke my bread and I drank my wine. And for my misadventures I will surely do my time. But I will celebrate each of my mistakes and every single crime. Cause baby I made mistakes, but those mistakes were mine. And all that I need to get me by is a new melody. And I'm alright, my friend, to sing another tune. Sitting here alone in my room, passing the time, playing my songs. Nothing is wrong. I was born to be a loser, born to be a loser, born to be a loser. I was born to be a loser, born to be a loser. Born to be a loser, 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 born to be. But I don't give a damn. No, I don't give a damn. No, I don't give a damn. All that I need to get me by is a new melody. And I'm alright, my friend, to sing another tune. Sitting here alone in my room, passing the time, playing my songs. Nothing is wrong. Anyway, yeah, let me see. Your processor's taking a beating, dropping frames, and your mic is clipping. You know, I mean, the thing is that like, the mic, it's a pretty sensitive mic, and I think, but you have heart and respect, and I respect that. So thank you very much. First off, I have to say, yeah, I try to dial it. Whoa, shit, it actually is really hot. Huh? I have no idea how that. Yeah, I can do some minor adjustments. Here we go. Okay, so, I think I just brought it down a bit. Check. It's still coming in a lot hotter than it normally does. I wonder why. Check. Do. Ooh. Yeah, you know, I mean, the thing is that I'm recording this though, So I mean, obviously, I'm recording this. I'm going to archive it on YouTube. So and so it'll be a lot smoother there. The thing is that like I'm doing this off of a laptop. I'm doing it off of a laptop via a router. And so it's like, like there's not a lot I can do. Already I believe our internet is getting throttled because of all of these things I've been doing this, every day for the past almost 30 days, and I've got 10 more days to go. And so I think that AT&T is throttling our internet, or it's just that there's a lot of traffic. I've changed gateways, and I've tried to like set it up and make sure that, but anyway. So whatever, okay. I'm just gonna keep going though. And hopefully, just let me know if it keeps clipping. If it's still clipping, let me know, and I'll keep making adjustments as we go. All right, so this is a song that I really hadn't even thought about since I released it on our album. Furthermore, I mean, when I listened to it, I'm like, I like that song, but I just forgot how much fun it was to play until one of my guests had asked me to play it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's an awesome song. So it feels like this. Some days I'm invincible, other days I crack, and there's just no way of telling when I'll get it back. Some like the ice, others like the flame, but for me I tell you, oh they burn the same. Superzero, superhero. Some days I move very fast at the speed of thought. Other days I'm not so quick, some days I get caught. Some dig the holes, others fill them in. But brother, let me tell you, I ain't shoveling. Superzero, superhero. Oh, 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 oh. With the power to climb out of bed each day, he beats back the villains of the old Henri. He slays the minutes with the sword of his hand, and he plays guitar in a rock and roll band. Alright, okay, Superzero way. Some days I'm invisible, other days I shine. Doesn't matter who sees me, I'm running out of time. Some make the love, others make it well. I just want release from my private prison cell. Superzero, superhero. Oh, 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 oh. With the power to climb out of bed each day, he beats back the villains of the old Henri. He slays the menace with the sword of his hand, and he plays guitar in a rock and roll band. Alright, okay, Superzero way. Superzero, be my hero, you're my hero anyway. Superzero, be my hero, you're my hero every day. Superzero, be my hero, you're my hero anyway. Fuck. That was a little free jazz ending right there. Yeah. Hey, so I see Aaron's on. Aaron's on. Hey, man, good to see you. That's awesome. I actually played Imagine You. The day after I got you those charts. That's a really fun song, man. Thank you for reminding me about it, because I haven't played it in a long time, and it is a fun song to play. Let me see. So the frame dropping is normal for the codec. Possibly his upload isn't the greatest. Yeah, and I know it's not. Like I get like when I do speed test .net, like it's like 1.5 megabytes, but there's no way in hell I ever actually get that in reality. So and then I'm on an AT&T DSL, And so blah, 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 it's awful. But yes, Google Fiber is going to be showing up soon. And when Google Fiber does show up, we are already signed up for it. So we are going to be, operating at blazing fast speeds, and that's going to dramatically improve these shows. So, and then Tail Press 1231 asks, do you get into folk punk at all? Yeah, it's really, I mean, I'm a fan of, bands like, and I'm totally blanking on their name right now. The Irish band, anyway, I'm forgetting their names, but and the thing is, it's like flogging. I used to catch flogging Molly, back at Molly Malone's, back when literally there was 10 people in the room, when they were doing a residency out there. And so yeah, it's not my favorite genre of music, but I do like it and really respect it a lot. There's not a single genre of music that I don't like. All of it has aspects and elements that I can get behind and get into. Okay, so this is another song. This is a song off of a side project album I released in 2008, 2009. It's called I Give Up. This is a really easy for me to sing song, and it's actually a lot of fun. So, hey foxy thing, I'm afraid I can't ask you to dance. I don't got any money and I can't afford the fare for romance. But I have to say I like the way your hips fill out those pants. Hey pretty lady, I would like to take you out for a drive. But I can't afford the gas cause a gallon is $4.95. And I'm the poor musician that can barely keep himself alive. But I've been on the radio where you're listening at 2 a.m. Did you turn on the stereo? Yeah, the DJ is a fan. And we played a tour of the country as soon as I can fix a van. Hey little girl, I would like to take you back to my past. There's some things I'd like to show you that I think you'd find are pretty rad. But I got 2 roommates and we all share one single bed. But I've been on a national TV show. Did you see that one episode? No, you don't watch television, you say. Well, I guess I should have known. Crap, my light is leaving, so I guess I'm gonna have to go. Someday, maybe, I might make it. Who am I kidding? I won't make it, oh no. So long, honey, I wish I could follow you home. But I didn't drive my van cause the radiator's finally blown. But you're looking super sexy and I just thought you should know. I'm gonna think about your figure as I'm laying in my bed. And all the witty things, all the clever things that we said. And maybe in another life you and I can try it again. Maybe in another life you and I can try it again. So no, I actually don't know Johnny Hobo and the Freight Trains. That I will have to check them out. Wingnut, Dishwasher Union, Ramshackle Glory, Pat the Bunny. I don't actually know those bands, so I will have to check them out. I've been my focus on music has been pretty myopic over the past 15 years because I was involved in sort of a thriving LA indie rock scene on the east side of Los Angeles, and so basically I listened to my friends' bands, and there were hundreds of them, and so it was just a really little insular myopic thing, and in fact if you look at my songs, up until maybe the past 5 or 6 years, all of my songs, the DNA, all the music that kind of came out of that whole little scene is all kind of imprinted with the same DNA, and so yeah, so I haven't really had a chance to I haven't done a lot of exploring outside of out of that world, but lately I've been just trying to broaden my musical horizons because I don't want to find myself kind of perpetuating the same music over and over and over again. So let me see. let me see what else. What am I? Okay. Okay. So, all right. So this one is one I did in the pre-show, but so Katie was going to be joining me, but she is zonked. Speaking of zonked out, she is literally like just collapsed in the bedroom next door. So she's not going to be joining me. She's going to be sleeping, and so here we go. She doesn't. Doesn't close the door as she visits the bathroom. The sound of flushing water comes a little bit too soon. I wonder what she's doing as she hums a little tune. A sharp glowing smoke drifts across the room. She thinks I don't know. She thinks I don't know. Oh, but I know. The phone rings once again in the middle of the night. Hello, I answer as I fumble for the light. I reach across the bed and it's then I realize she hasn't come home. She's not coming home tonight. But I won't let her go. No, I won't let her go. I won't let her go. 'Cause I can't let her go. 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 One night as we're driving to some place I'm not sure where, there's a strange sort of tension banging in the air, and she turns to me and says, honey, I swear that I don't care about you. She thinks I don't know. She thinks I don't know. Oh, but I know. The phone rings. No. And then when we get home, we just sit there at the car. I simply stare ahead and wonder how he got this far. I try to imagine the breaking of my heart, but I feel nothing, and then nothing, it leaves a scar. But I won't let her go. No, I won't let her go. I won't let her go. 'Cause I can't let her go. 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 When we were young, oh we were young, and we were everything. When we were young, oh we were young, and we were everything. When we were young, oh we were young, and we were everything. When we were young, oh we were young, and we were everything. Viola solo. You're gonna have to match it this time. But I won't let her go. No, I won't let her go. No, I won't let her go. I won't let her go. 'Cause I can't let her go. 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 I won't let her go. Yeah. So I was totally distracted by the chat on that last one. Wait, is G Master P90 in the house? That would be awesome. But let me see. All right, Paul, right? I think Paul was his name. Oh, hey, awesome. Yeah, it is Paul, right? I think it is. I'm not sure, but let me see. What am I gonna do? All right. So this is another one. That was requested by the gang. You know, that sounds a little odd too. Real quick, let me. No. on your back, I'll be your heroin. The junk in your spoon, the black in your balloon, I'll be your heroin. I will numb away the pain of the everyday. Another free jazz version. The itch that you itch just as soon as you prick, I'll be your heroin. The nut and the doze as you slow and repose, I'll be your heroin. I will numb away the pain of slipping away into the lazy days of getting by, the soft surrender of no longer getting high, the days in traffic, oh so tragic and cruel, with nowhere to go and nothing in front of you. You'll crave and you'll need, you'll be hurt, and for me I'll be your heroin. You'll lie and you'll steal just to drown what you feel, I'll be your heroin. I will numb away the feelings that make you say I'm okay and everything is doing fine, but I'm alright, but I can never find the time. Work's been great, but how I hate my life. Somebody tell me, what am I doing right? I'll be your heroine, and I'll comfort you in all of your glass and moods, blackest moods. I'll pull you through. I'll be your heroine. What else could I do? You will need more just so you can feel normal. I'll be your heroine. And one day you'll see that you'll die without me. I'll be your heroine. I will numb away the pain of playing it safe and always taking the lower road, always backing down and selling out and going home, and never ever being better than you are. The pain of being anything but a star. Let me see. So, Aaron, Crazy Over You. I would have to review that song. I've got a set list. All of these. It's really funny. I think my voice is now starting to clear out. So I actually think I could have, if the show was at 2 and I had more time to, I had as much time to practice as I have now playing the show, I think I could have pulled off anything. But I've got this set list was designed specifically to just be easy on my voice. I've been thinking about drinking Drano, a nice big glass to make all my pain go somewhere else, somewhere I can't find it. And I've been thinking about eating bullets, the sweet, sweet feel of the trigger as I pull it and bury a bullet somewhere deep inside. Suicide, 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 suicide. I've been contemplating hanging a kick of the chair, and my feet are dangling and all of my worries disappear tonight. And I've been stumped on the thought of jumping. How high must I climb for a fatal dumping of all of my worries and woes over the side? Suicide, 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 suicide. There's no more reason to cry. Oh, suicide, 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 suicide. I've been thinking about drinking Drano, a nice big glass to make all my pain go somewhere else, somewhere I can't find it. Oh, suicide, 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 suicide. Actually, it's really funny because that song is more about drugs than actually killing yourself. It's about like suicide and small easy payments. It was it was written with that in mind. But I do have songs about it. I do have what's it called? I've got two songs that are kind of about like just getting to the point where you're like, all right, fuck it, I give up. I can't fight you anymore. Universe, you win. I'm out of here. Yeah. But the thing is that like yeah, I mean whatever. I'm not gonna pontificate. The thing is like I always feel it's a little bit wrong of me to like interject my opinions of my songs on like, because the thing is because like it's like some people have come to me with completely left of field takes on some of my songs that are awesome. And the thing is that like, and so like, I don't ever want to like be the person that just, no, that's not what it was about. It's about this. Because the thing is like, because really art does not complete itself until it is viewed or read or listened to by the, like, I mean, even if it's yourself just going back and looking at it a day later, then that like the circle that makes art is completed, Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah. Anyway, but so I don't ever want to like impose my thoughts on the song. I mean if someone asks me about my feelings, then yeah, I'll give it to them. But the thing is that like, yeah, like I feel it's kind of silly to say it, like demand vociferously like this is what the song's about. Okay, let me see. So this is another tune that I wrote. I wrote it. Set myself on fire to read by the light. Nothing burns quite like me in the dark of night. Would you like to set yourself alight, baby? Would you like to glow? Does it burn? Most certainly. But you will burn so bright. You will be a star in the sky. You will burn so bright. Do you need a little light? Set myself on fire to drive away the dark. Nothing burns so bright as a fire in my heart. Would you like to set yourself alight, baby? Would you like to glow? Does it hurt? Most certainly. But you will burn so bright. light, 'cause I can be the one, oh, to cast you to the sun, oh, and set your soul alight, oh, and you'll burn throughout the night. Setting myself on fire to burn away, set to the chill, burn away the chill. Setting myself on fire to burn away the chill. 'Cause the chill, it burns much worse than the fire ever will. Would you like to set yourself alight, baby? Would you like to glow? Does it hurt? Most certainly. But you so bright, you will be a star in the sky. You will burn so bright. Do you need a little light? 'Cause I can be the one, oh, to cast you to the sun, oh, and set your soul alight, oh, and you'll burn throughout the night. Chat is hilarious right now. So all right, so they're saying. So you know, Shandy says, "I love this one." Justin goes, "Me too." And then she goes, "I guess that's why we're here, huh?" I can't listen to this album. So are you saying? So are we talking about "Fury of Your Lonely Heart" is too much an album too? That's too. It's much of it. Too much of it's too real to me. That's awesome. And then Justin goes, "You should listen to it." Steve goes, "This should be that song talking about We'll Be Stars." He says, "Yeah, this should be in a Tim Burton movie." And he goes, "You should listen." So then Justin goes, "You should listen to this in the woods by a campfire. It's especially creepy." And then anyway, it just gets ridiculous. It's just, you guys are ridiculous. Yeah, that's crazy. It's really funny because the thing is like, because I just when I write, I just kind of document my life, and I put it in a song. And so it is really funny. I mean, like, obviously I give up. That was the darkest point in my life, and it's thus a very, very dark record, and Fury of Your Lonely Heart. It was that was really, really tumultuous, and I wrote I just wrote a ton of songs over that time, and they're like that was they're all like just definitely like from literally like me like my heart on my sleeve kind of thing, under a microscope. Not under a magnifying glass with the sun shining on it. No. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna keep going. I'm getting ridiculous. All right, so this is my before I do this, because this is gonna be my last song. I wanted to let you know. So all right, so if you aren't aware, one of the primary ways in which I'm able to keep doing this and sustain myself, and in fact, this is something that I'm really gonna have to make a big push. I've been working a day job at Thundercloud, making making sandwiches with Katie for the past couple months, just to help supplement my income because I just don't make enough money making music. But I can't. The thing is like it turns out the reason why I've been doing these shows, I kind of wanted to get back in the studio and start recording last month, but I couldn't afford to do it because it really does. It takes up. I have to spend all day. To generate one song, I have to start in the morning around 10 or 11, and I just work all day until I've got a song completed. And it requires my entire focus to I can't really get distracted. So, I'm gonna, but I need to write new music. The only album I wrote last year in 2015 was True Crime Television, and that was in the beginning of the year. So when I'm done with these shows, so what I'm going to do is starting in January, I'm going to get back into the studio, and I'm going to start writing again, and then I'm going to be doing these shows, and so it's going to be it's going to be a ton of my life, and it's going to be a ton of music, and so basically so one of the key ways in which I supplement my income, and I'm hoping to try to like grow this base significantly over the next couple months is Patreon. And basically, if you go to this website, patreon.com/getsetgo, you can, basically, I guess they changed the way that I can, it used to be that I had it, you could just donate 10 cents a week and then you would get all my music. I don't know if that's still possible. I'm not certain if it they just changed the way Patreon works, some of the stuff. If it is, that's awesome. Then just if you can just contribute anything, every week I will give you these shows. I will give you new music. I will give you you will hear every iteration of the band as it goes from acoustic demo to studio demo to full studio release production. You get a chance to see you get to be on the bleeding edge of my music, the most the farthest cutting edge of my music. So there's that. Now, if that doesn't work for you, if you're just not interested in doing the Patreon thing, you can always pick up the albums. This is the best place to pick up the albums, Bandcamp, because that's where I make the lion's share of the money instead of splitting it down the middle with aggregators that basically just have built a site. But if the thing is if Bandcamp doesn't work for you, or if you can't access it in the country you're in, these are all the places that you can actually find our music, including Spotify and other streaming places like that. So if you can't just find money for music, you can still listen to it. And and I would much prefer that if you can't afford it, I still want you to listen to it. I still want you to have access to it. So okay, and then tomorrow's show is going to be at 7 p.m. And yeah, so there you go. So that's tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central, which is 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 8 p.m. Eastern. And all right, so let me see. Here we go. Okay, so I walked an hour to buy a pack of cigarettes with change. I'd give you money if I could. But yeah, I get it, man. The thing is I totally, I too am broke. So I totally get it. I feel your pain, and the thing is that when in the future, and again, and I still even try to make my music available for free. I try to I still when I release stuff, I give it to you on Bandcamp very often for free. So don't sweat it. I understand what it's like to be poor. So and awesome, that's great. Thank you so much, Patrick. And tell Kim that I will respond to her message as soon as I'm done with this. So here we go. So I've been warming up with this song. I've been sound checking with this song for maybe a week now, so I figured I might as well play it. Should I find my house all up in flames and shame? Should I find my house all up in shame? Wait, what? Should I find my house all up in flames? I would simply light a cigarette and watch it burn away. And should I find that all my money's gone, I would empty out my pockets and give it to someone. Ain't nothing gonna get me down, 'cause I'm in love. How I lived before her, I don't know. Oh, I must have been so miserable, I wonder if it showed. But now she's here and I feel like a god. I can smite the evildoers and make right of every wrong. Ain't nothing gonna get me down, 'cause I'm in love. Oh, joyous day, don't you ever and don't take yourself away. Just give me a little bit more time. Oh, let us stay together under any sort of weather. Let me love her like I love her, like she loves me, like we love one another. Oh, I'm hoping for a real long night. Should I learn that no one likes my songs, I would sing for no one other than the lover I'm writing for. And should I find myself attacked by bears? Bears are very scary. And if bears attack me in this particular instance, I would run, but I would run much faster, cause I know what I am after. Ain't nothing gonna get me down, cause I'm in love. Oh, joyous day, don't you ever end, don't take yourself away. Just give me a little bit more time, oh, let us stay together under any sort of weather. Let me love her like I love her, like she loves me, like we love one another. Oh, I'm hoping for a real long night. Oh, joyous day, don't you ever end, don't take yourself away. Just give me a little bit more time, oh, let us stay together under any sort of weather. Let me love her like I love her, like she loves me, like we love one another. Oh, I'm hoping for a real long night. Cha-cha-cha. Yeah. Oh, so Patreon search functionality is awful. You can't even type in Mike TV and have it pop up. I have no idea. Like part of me, this is the little paranoid, sad, dejected part of me. But part of me like thinks that like, well, maybe they just don't like my music, and maybe they're kind of like they feel like they have to be egalitarian and keep it open to everybody, but they just don't want me to be found. So, but it turns out if you Google Patreon and Get Set Go, or Google Patreon and Mike TV, that it pops up. So yeah, and then of course there's there's the link that I provided for you in the chat as well, or not in the chat, in the show as well. So, but yeah. So the thing is that like that's just the sad part, sad dejected part of me. I know it has nothing to do with that, and I'm fairly certain that they're happy that. Because they take a tiny cut of the money, and so I'm fairly certain that they're pretty happy that they're getting paid every week. So, so anyway, so this was a fun show. Thank you guys so much. The chat was hilarious and awesome, and I really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. And Paul, it was great to see you again, man. And I hope we see you again. And yeah, and that is exactly right, Patrick. Never attribute anything to maliciousness that can be adequately explained by stupidity. Yeah, that is absolutely exactly correct. And let me see. Oh yeah, okay. No, I'm gonna go. Because I'm starving. And yeah. And so I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7:00. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And oh, thank you so much, Paul. Awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, and Aaron, good to see you. Steve, great to see you. Good to see everybody. And I will talk to you all. Oh yeah, Night Attack. Night Attack's a great show, by the way. So yeah, so you should definitely check that out. And if it comes up while you're searching my stuff, that makes sense because I guest on that show with varying levels of frequency. So, all right, I love you all, and I will see you in the morrow. Okay, cheerio. All right, cheers.